Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
For this is what the Sovereign Lord says.
Why do you need prophets to tell people who you are and what you want?
If you can justify everything that the God of the Bible has done, then you can justify any of your behavior.
A lot of this mentality is trickling into what is now mainstream right-wing Christianity.
I am capable of empathy greater than this God of the Bible.
This is a Bible that they tell kids. This is the good Lord. This is the good book. He is fantasizing about murder, mass murder.
Head over to sacrilegiousdiscourse.com right now to find out how to leave us a review or support us on Patreon.
Hey there, sinners and saints. It's your favorite Bible-bashing duo from Sacrilegious Discourse, and we need your help.
That's right, folks. We're raising funds for some heavenly equipment and a studio that doesn't sound like it's in the depths of hell.
Our current setup, let's just say it's more apocalypse than audiophile.
So if you want to hear us dissect the Bible without the background noise of demonic squirrels, chip in a few bucks.
We're aiming for $5,000 to upgrade our audio and build a studio worthy of blasphemous banter.
Donate today and help us spread the good word of atheism.
You can find a link right on our homepage, sacrilegiousdiscourse.com. Every dollar counts.
Even if it's from your collection plate. Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together, we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys?
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
All right, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it. Husband!
Wife!
Do you know what today is?
It's late.
It is late.
On a Sunday.
On a Sunday.
And we're doing something to do with a book.
It's Sacrilegious Book Club.
Yeah, that's the one. We haven't done this in a little while, feels like.
I know, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
I had to page through and be like, where am I? What's happening?
Well, for anybody that just tunes in for our book club, which I don't know that there'd be a lot, but maybe there are. You never know. I don't know.
Right.
But if you just tune in for the book club, we're sorry. It's gone more... It's bi-weekly now.
It's bi-weekly now.
So here we are. We're on our bi-weekly
because we wanted to better schedule in our Patreon episodes. So we're doing those on our off weeks.
Yeah. And if you wanted some extra episodes from us, then go over and sign up on Patreon.
Yeah, stupid.
Because, we're having fun over there.
It is fun.
All right.
So the book that we are reading is a Treasury of Jewish Folklore.
Awesome.
And the subtitle is this long thing when we get to it. Stories, traditions, legends, humor, wisdom, and folk songs of the Jewish people.
Awesome.
And this book is edited by Nathan Osubel.
Okay. Yeah.
And today we are getting into some wise judges.
Wise judges, huh?
Yeah.
As opposed to the dumb judges?
Oh, stop.
Just
stop.
As opposed to judges appointed by Trump?
Yeah. Definitely.
All right. So let's go do this?
Let's go do this.
All right.
Okay, so just to catch you up, since it has been a hot minute, we started reading A Treasury of Jewish Folklore, and it's broken up into several sections, and from there into further subsections.
Okay.
Part 1 was Jewish Salt. We finished that one.
Got it.
Okay?
Yeah.
Part 2 is where we're at right now, Heroes.
Okay.
And chapter 1 was Wise Men, under which fell the sections Wise and Learned Men.
Got it.
Parables, the ancient art of reasoning, and today we are at Wise Judges.
Wise Judges.
Okay?
Got it. Yeah.
So, Wise Judges starts on page 76 of this book.
Okay. Yep.
And here are the notes that I took from that intro, because there is an intro.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
One thing the editor says is, if it was important to have wise teachers and scholars as an indispensable social necessity, it was no less desirable to have wise and incorruptible judges.
Got it.
Which I second that motion.
I mean, that could
Be
go for
true
today. Right.
Yeah. He says judges are often depicted as scrupulously honest men who have both the will and the courage to cut through the underbrush of deceit and legal technicalities in order to discover the truth and to dispense justice.
I wish I still felt that way.
Same.
Like, I wish that was the way it felt today. It doesn't feel that way oftentimes.
I think that's the way we're supposed to view judges.
Right.
And
that's the idealistic view of what a judge should be.
Right.
Yes.
The final thing that I recorded him as saying is, according to the Jewish view, a corrupt judge cannot be a wise judge.
Well, there you go.
And there it is.
Just be like, if I'm ever in court again and it's a corrupt judge, I'll be like, you, sir, are not wise.
You are not wise. I mean, definitely that would go for the Supreme Court justices that we have today.
Right.
At least the extremely conservative ones with an agenda that they don't even bother pretending to hide.
Right.
A note that I took was consider King Solomon. And then instantly I saw how wise I was in making that observation, because the first two stories are about King Solomon.
The wisest man ever.
Oh, so wise. Yeah. I mean, just remember, like, his judgment of, he forced the two women to split the baby in half in order to determine who was the true mother.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
That's the kind of wisdom that these old-fashioned folk are going for here.
I mean, while it was somewhat wise, what if they were both, like, even the real mother, what if she was just petty?
Right. Or not able to
see past the moment,
Right. And I mean, I've been there.
Right. Yeah. Who hasn't, right?
Right, exactly.
So, I mean, he might have just, if things had gone badly, he might have just have ended up splitting the goddamn kid in half.
I mean, it's a good parable. It's not good in practice.
Right.
But it was effective in showing that whole cutting through the bullshit that they, alluded to here.
Yes.
So the first story is called The Old Man and the Snake and the Judgment of Solomon. Okay.
Yep.
And I'm going to read this because it's pretty good.
Okay. Yep.
It came to pass in the time of King David, when his son Solomon was still a young lad, that an old man walking along the road in wintertime found a half-frozen snake in the road.
Half-frozen.
He was half-frozen.
Yeah.
It's almost dead.
Right.
The old man, bethinking himself of the command to take pity on all creatures, put the snake into his bosom to warm it.
Well, that was nice.
Right? He's a nice guy.
Right.
No sooner did the snake recover than it coiled itself around the man's body and squeezed him so hard that he nearly died.
Damn.
Yeah. And the old man said to the snake, "Why do you harm me and try to kill me when I saved your life? If not for me, you would have frozen to fucking death."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Continuing, the old man said, "Let us go before the court that they may decide whether you are treating me justly." Now, this is a parable story.
I know.
In which it's supposed to be that Solomon was so great and wise that he spoke the language of the animals.
Okay.
Like, that's something that I read in these stories.
I would categorize that under crazy, not wise.
But he spoke the language of the animals in this, so it makes sense. The story is in keeping.
I got it. Yeah.
So the snake replied to the old man,
"Yep.
I am willing to do so, but to whom shall we go?" The old man replied, "To the very first thing we meet." So they walked together, and first they met an ox. The old man said to the ox, "Stand still and judge between us." And he related to him how he had saved the snake from death, and now the snake was doing all in its power to kill him. Because remember, it's still coiled around his body.
Yeah, right.
Okay?
Yep.
The snake replied, "I am acting properly, for it is written in Holy Scripture, I will put enmity between the man and the snake." And that's from Genesis chapter 3, verse 15.
That is
right?
true.
So he's just doing what the Bible told him to do.
I mean, good on him.
Yeah. Can't help his nature.
He's listening to God's word.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck it, this is my job.
And the ox replied, "The snake is right in doing you harm, though you have treated it kindly, for such is the way of the world, that if one does good to another, he returns evil for good. My own master does the same. I work all day long in the field and benefit him a great deal. And yet in the evening he eats the best, and to me he gives a little oats and straw. My master lies in a bed, and I must lie in the open yard on straw where the rain comes down upon me. This is the way of the world, and therefore the snake is right in wishing to kill you, although you have saved its life.
Yeah. Okay.
The old man was very much hurt by these words. Further on, they met an ass. Addressing the ass, they said the same to it as they had said to the ox.
Right.
And the ass replied in the same manner as the ox had done.
Okay. So the animal kingdom is all on board with the snake. They're like, dude, you're right.
They're like, for better or for worse, I mean, you brought it on yourself.
Yeah.
Because he's
snakes,
snake. It's in the snake's nature to be an ass.
Right.
And, a snake gonna snake. What
right.
you gonna do?
Yeah.
Then the old man came before King David and complained of the snake. King David replied, the snake is right. Why did you not carry out the word of the scripture which says, I will put enmity between you and the snake?
It sounds like we have a consensus here. Why do they keep asking?
Therefore, I cannot help you, David continued. You did wrong in warming the snake. You should have let it die, for the snake is our enemy.
Got it, yeah.
The old man left the king with tears in his eyes, and as he walked on, he met young Solomon in the field near a well.
Okay.
He had dropped a stick into the well and was ordering the servants who were there with him to dig deeper below the source of the well so that the water should run into the well and fill it, and thus carry the stick up so that he could reach it.
That's a privileged ass little,
right?
Dig
right? For me.
Get my stick for me.
Do the digging that I may have my stick. But when the old man saw this, he said to himself, he must be a clever lad. I will put my case before him, and maybe he can protect me from the snake. The snake still has not killed this guy.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And he told him the story of what had befallen him with the snake. Solomon replied, have you not been before my father? And the old man said, yes, I have been there, but he said he could not help me. Young Solomon said, let us go to him again. So they went together again before King David, and the old man had a stick in his hand upon which he leaned. When they appeared before King David, Solomon said, why do you not deliver judgment between this man and the snake? And King David replied, I have no judgment to declare. It serves him right. Why did he not keep what is written in the Torah? Then Solomon said, dear father, give me leave to pronounce judgment between the two. King David replied, dear son, if you think you can do so, go ahead without hesitation.
Okay.
Then young Solomon, turning to the snake, said, why do you do evil to a man who has done you no good? And the snake replied,
no good.
Oh, I'm sorry, who has done you good.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking who has done you no harm, and then
Got
the word
right.
was good.
Yeah.
Sorry. He has done you good. And the snake replied, the Lord, blessed be he, has commanded me to bite the heel of the man. Then Solomon said, do you desire to observe the Torah and what is written therein? And the snake replied, yes, most willingly. Then Solomon said, if you desire to do what is written in the Torah, then release the man and stand on the ground beside him. For it says in the law that the two men who have had quarrel with one another must stand before the judge. And that's from Deuteronomy chapter 19, verse 17.
Okay.
Therefore, you must also stand alongside of him.
But it does say men. I'm just saying.
The snake replied, I'm satisfied to do so.
Okay.
Because he knows he's in the right. He read the Bible.
I mean, they're already talking, so okay.
And uncoiling itself from the man, he stood next to him. Then Solomon said to the old man, now do to the snake as it is written in the law, for it is written in the Torah that you should crush the snake's head. That's from Genesis chapter 3, verse 15. Therefore do as is written in the Torah, for the snake has promised to accept the judgment of the law. The good old man had a stick in his hand, which he used in walking, for he was a very old man. So he lifted the stick and smote the snake on the head and killed it.
What the fuck?
And so the clever Solomon saved the old man from the snake through his great wisdom. Therefore, no one should do good to a wicked creature as the old man did.
Wow.
Right?
That's kind of shitty, actually. Like, the snake was just being a snake, man.
Well, what I wrote down was malicious compliance, though.
Right.
Because, obviously the right answer was the old man did a good thing. That's why he kept asking people.
Yeah.
Right?
No, yeah.
And evil kept doing evil despite that. And people kept telling him, no, evil gonna evil. So Solomon was basically like, all right, so we got to come at this another way. So he was like, fine, you want to quote the fucking Bible? Malicious compliance, motherfucker.
Right.
We gonna crush you then.
Right.
So.
Okay. All right. I mean,
I don't necessarily think that was the moral I was supposed to take, since at the very end of the story, it says, do no good to a wicked creature.
Right.
I don't think that is the correct moral.
That's not a good answer.
That wasn't the moral of that whole story. The moral of the story is malicious compliance when it's called for.
Sure.
Because evil
there's always a loophole, right?
Yeah. But evil gonna evil should never stop you from doing right in the first place.
Right.
Yeah. That's like, if I see my ex, I might think twice before I save him from, a fire. But the correct thing to do is to save him from the fire. Right. Just because he's evil, that should not stop me from doing what's good and right.
Well, I take issue with the word evil. Just to be fair.
Okay.
Like, I don't really believe in evil and not evil. Like, I don't think that there is good and evil per se.
Okay.
There is blurred lines, and there are evil deeds, and there are evil actions, but there are not necessarily evil people or evil things.
But there are evil acts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. I mean, insofar as the word, brings about the sense of what that means. I'm my man. Bleh.
What?
Brain not working.
I mean, okay, so I think we both agree that the snake wasn't evil. It was just doing what snakes do.
Yeah, so therefore it's not an evil act.
Right.
It's not even an evil snake.
Right.
But, so the problem, I guess my issue is this, is that people who are religious like to point out that there is good and evil, black and white.
Right.
And that is not the case. There are nuanced things all the way from good to evil.
Well, that's why I kind of liked the story, because it was kind of nuanced. Like, was the snake evil? No. Was it doing an evil thing? Well, I mean, really.
That's why I had to step back for a minute. I don't want to call the snake evil. I don't want to call the guy good. I don't want to say either way.
I mean, I think that he did a good thing by trying to, all God's creatures, great and small, right? Do no harm unto others.
Right. But he also, being a human and knowing snakes, would have known that the snake has the possibility of being dangerous. But then now he's trying to. In the end, the snake got killed for being a snake, and the snake was willing to walk along this thing to be judged, and finally they tricked him into being judged and smashed in.
Okay, but they were presenting the snake as someone who can be reasoned with.
Right.
So the snake was having it both ways. In one sense, he was like, I'm just a snake, yo. Right? I can't help my nature.
Right.
And then in the other hand, he's like, but I'm totally a reasonable man who can stand beside you for fair judgment.
Yeah.
So your story, like your take on the story, it depends on whether you are referring to a snake and that's just his nature, or someone who can actually be reasoned with and was hiding behind, I'm just a snake doing what snakes do, man.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I don't know. I kind of feel like it was an interesting story, regardless. It gave me a lot of thought, because I was like, I don't think you did...
I liked the story. It was a good story.
Yeah. I don't think they did the right moral at the end.
Right.
And I still say malicious compliance in order to defeat evil. Whether you believe in evil or not, this story was trying to present evil.
Right.
And sometimes you have a shitty situation with a shitty boss, for example.
Yeah.
And like, I keep reading all these Reddit things. I love the Reddit category, whatever, subreddit, whatever. I don't know all the words, vocabulary. But there is one called malicious compliance. And it's the one where bosses, particularly either in HR or finance officers, are like trying to save the penny, and so they cut back on things like employees being able to clock in, or particularly the one I see a lot is Europeans being given what are they called, like company cars.
Mm-hmm.
And these finance officers and HR reps and stuff are saying, oh, you guys are spending too much money on this. So then the employees come back, oh, you think we're spending too much money this way, huh? Did you
Yeah.
ever look at it the other way? And so then by doing exactly by the book, they
Yeah.
end up costing the company thousands.
Right.
So I like this kind of like justice learns its lesson
Sure.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, okay, that was one story. Story number 2 is on page 78, and it's called Whose Was the Blame? And it also involves Solomon, so I thought I'd read it.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Whose was the blame? An otter came one day and complained before King Solomon, saying, Alas, my lord and my king, was it not thou that didst spread good tidings of peace and truth to all dwellers upon the earth in thy time? Didst thou not likewise ordain peace between one wild creature and another? And who hath broke this peace?
I don't know.
Solomon.
Who?
Yeah. I went down into the water, answered the otter, to hunt for food.
Wait, he was hunting for food. Hunting.
And, oh, dang, you got right to it.
Oh,
Shit.
sorry.
Okay,
Oh,
we got
my
a
bad.
whole story
my bad.
here.
My bad. I'll stop.
Yeah. And my whelps I had entrusted into the hand of the weasel, but it rose up against them and destroyed them. And now the blood of my innocent children crieth out to me, death to the slayer. And the king commanded that the weasel be brought before him, and he inquired of it, Was it thou that slew the otter's children? And the weasel said, It was I, my lord the king, but as the king liveth, it was not with intent or evil purpose.
Right.
I heard the woodpecker as he thundered with his beak, giving forth the sound of the drum, proclaiming the summons to war. And so it was that as I sped to the battle, I trampled on the children, but it was not with evil purpose.
Oh, man.
And the king called the woodpecker and asked, Didst thou sound an alarm to summon people to the fight with the thundering of the drum? And the woodpecker answered, I did so, my lord the king, but I did so because I saw the scorpion whetting its dagger.
Oh, man.
And the king called the scorpion and asked, Why wast thou whetting thy dagger? Sorry, that was hard for me to say. That really got my stutter action going. I
Yeah.
apologize.
Yeah.
Why wast thou whetting thy dagger?
Yeah.
Whew. And the scorpion answered, Because I saw the tortoise furbishing its armor.
Okay.
And when the tortoise was inquired of, it said in its defense, Because I saw the crab sharpening its sword.
Okay.
And the crab answered, Because I saw the lobster swinging its javelin.
Right.
And the king commanded the lobster to be brought, and he reproved it, saying, Why didst thou swing thy javelin? And the lobster answered and said, Because I saw the otter going down into the water to devour my children. Then the king looked toward the otter and said, The weasel is not guilty. The blood of thy children is on thine own head. He that soweth death shall reap it. Boom.
I mean, yeah.
It's interesting.
It's a great story. I like it. But again, you can't. I mean, they have to eat. So you know,
Right.
what are you supposed to do?
Well,
right?
I think it's interesting that this story is right on the heels of the other, where he told old man, "Go ahead and kill it."
Right. But I mean, I'm kind of on purpose missing the point here
Mm-hmm.
because it's an interesting, yes, this all happened because of it's the butterfly effect, sort of.
Yeah. Yeah.
It all happened because of this first thing.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But both times, somebody, I don't know, in the first one, it was supposed to be always do a good thing, take care.
Right.
The old man was take care of God's creatures, and in this one, he's like, whatever, y'all killed yourselves.
Right.
I want to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I found those interesting, both involving King Solomon and both back to back, and both involving animals that are just doing their own nature.
Yeah, but I think, the message is something along the lines of, you could almost relate it to politics going on right now, like the January 6th stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
These people are waving their hands and crying foul for things that they're causing in the first place.
Definitely.
It's just
self-fulfilling, problematic bullshit.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I listened to this fantastic piece today. I forget what it was on. I'll send you the link to it if you're so inclined.
Okay.
But it was about this librarian who was a school librarian, and she found in her small town that there were these parents who were attacking some of the books in the library. Right. And they were calling them sexually problematic books, and yet the only ones that they had pulled out, of course, were the ones that were regarding gay and trans
of course
situations.
Yeah.
And the scenes that they read, sure, we could talk about, are those appropriate for school libraries, et cetera, whatever.
Right.
But the fact that you only pulled gay and trans ones and not any problematic ones from straight relationships, who are equally sometimes have material that's not always comfortable.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was interesting. And the librarian was like, over my dead body will these books be removed, because, a teenager, a 15-year-old, finds this book on the shelf called This Book is Gay.
Right.
That was the big one that was the problem, okay?
Sure. Yeah.
This teenager, 15-year-old, finds this book called This Book is Gay on the shelf. It speaks to him. He pulls it open. He starts looking through it. Says, yeah, I need to read this. This one's for me. Walks all the way across the library with it in front of all his peers who might see it, might not, whatever.
Right.
Puts it down before this old bag at the counter and says, I want to check this out. That's an act of such bravery that teenager, he is going to read that book. If he wants to read that book, he's going to read that book. And I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure those kids can read those books that speak to them like that.
Yeah.
And I was just like so full of admiration. So, okay, this guy that's on the school board comes to her and says, hey, I heard a rumor that at the school board meeting tonight, there's going to be somebody attacking, blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
So this is during the time of coronavirus, whatever. So they're all being aired online.
Right.
And so she's watching online this meeting.
Yeah.
And not only are they talking about the material, but all of a sudden, the librarian's name falls from the fucking lady's lips, accusing her personally of being a pedophile and grooming, and how dare she check this book out to her child. And the librarian is like, oh my God, like, they talk about your jaw on the floor.
Right.
And to hear my personhood, my livelihood, my professionalism, my training, everything that I am and who I have become, and all of my education attacked like that. Like, what?
Right.
And so they did this thing where they were like, okay, we'll look into it, right? Yeah. And decide collectively whether they need to be pulled or not.
Sure.
So at the next school board meeting, it was so like the majority of the meetings, nobody hardly showed up, especially since they're being aired online. Right. 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 The next one was so crowded they had to move it to like this giant auditorium, and about 30% of the people were parents going, "Yeah, pull these books. They're trash. Fuck that." Right. The other 70% were students lined up down and around the fucking hallway, and with all professionalism saying, this book saved my life, or I need the choice to be able to, read what material I deem is going to be helpful for me, or this is how this librarian helped me, blah, 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 blah. Like, it was astounding and amazing.
That's awesome.
And so in the end, they did take a vote. There was more research on should we or shouldn't we pull these books. They took the vote. 2 people abstained from voting because clearly they had kids in school and felt threatened to make a decision one way or the other. Yeah. There were some that did vote no, but the majority of the people who voted no, keep these fucking books on the shelf, you dum-dums. Right. So all the books got to come back. Okay? Yeah. So in the end, they were like, yay, this library, this community, this school, and this librarian, they won. Right. But the lady that originally made the first complaint, she's a lawyer, and she decided, oh, no. Oh, wow. So she is now running for the school board.
Oh, my God.
And so they're like, had we just let the one book go, maybe we would have won more in the long term. But now, because all the books get to come back.
Yeah.
It's like we lit the fire that they laid.
Yeah.
And so they're like, we won the battle, but probably lost the war. And then they were talking about how the terminology that was used and the fact that it was only the gay and trans stuff that was pulled and questioned. They were like, this kind of stuff is happening across the country in small communities.
Oh, it is. It is. I mean, I hear it all the time. There's always some story about it somewhere.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Listening to this librarian, though, it was so sad because she's like, here's what's going to happen. I have like 2 years left before I retire.
Right.
And I'm tired. And I'm just trying to get there.
Yeah.
You know, I can't do this. I cannot keep doing this fight. This is not what I signed up for. It breaks my heart. Like, my profession is being just, you know, horrendously
This is
cut.
a new thing that's started happening, not just in school libraries, but libraries across America.
Yeah.
We should probably do something about this. Like, we should probably do an episode about this at some point.
I think
just
we
because
probably
it's
should.
Part of our passion, like who we are, you know.
Yeah.
We love books.
And we ought to start going to our local school board meetings.
Definitely.
To make sure that the people that are there are in this community.
Yeah. As should we all. We should, I think one of our, things that we always talk about that we don't do enough of is being involved in local politics because that's where you can actually make a difference. And
it's obvious that the Republicans, right-wing, and Christian coalition have got that message.
Right, right.
And we haven't.
Yeah, they've got no problem doing it. So,
that was the last story that I wanted to read.
Okay.
And,
So that was our book club for today?
That was our book club for today. Next time we'll be getting into... I think it's something about riddles. Let me see. Yeah, Riddle Solvers. So I'm pretty excited about that one.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're sorry this came out late, but it is, after all, New Year's. So happy New Year, everyone.
Happy 2023. May it treat you well. And
Definitely.
if you had a lousy 2022, I hope this one's better for you.
And we'll see you guys in a couple of weeks for the next book club. And we'll be going over what she just said. So,
yep.
All right. We'll see you guys then.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe, leave an Apple review, join us on Twitter, support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.